Hello! So, for my presentation, I decided to do case study 13.1, which is actually off Nike. I originally wanted to do the case study about Domino's Pizza because I do think that that is a really good case study and how it had a really good comeback. But I had already known a lot about the Domino's case study because it is so popular, kind of just from television and how they did make their comeback and how they admitted how they had all their problems. So it was really widely known. So I just started looking at some other ones just because I would like to do another one instead of doing that one that's already kind of so known already. So then I found the one on Nike, and the one on Nike was basically about how they do have the program where you can personalize your own shoes. Like, I know personally I've done that where I've used that program about their personal ID. So I guess this case study was where it went a bit wrong. So there it was a boy named, his name was actually a guy named Jonah, who wanted to do his personalized ID. So he made his shoes, and he ended up wanting to put sweatshop on the shoe, stitched in kind of just on the side. And he actually wanted to do that just to kind of like give appreciation to everyone that works in the sweatshops, I'm sorry, and kind of like goes through bad times and how it is like underpaid and how it's not good condition. So he wanted to do that. And Nike at first accepted the order, and then they later sent an email that it was canceled. And it could have been a vary of different reasons that like your order wasn't correct or it used inappropriate slang. So there was like back and forth emails on and on about this, and Nike was saying that the word sweatshop was inappropriate slang when in fact it wasn't. Inappropriate slang is just kind of curse words, texting lingo, bad things like that. Sweatshop is in the dictionary. It's there. It's not slang. It has a definition. It's nowhere near slang. So Jonah was the guy who ordered the shoes, was trying to explain to him that that's not inappropriate slang. Like, I hope you reconsider your decision to cancel my order. And Nike just stood by that you could reorder, but that they would not be shipping those shoes out because they just didn't feel comfortable putting that on their product. And which is understandable why they wouldn't, because it does kind of give a bad view. But Nike's whole thing with their personal ID is freedom of expression, is that they want you to express yourself. And Jonah didn't break any of the rules with their shoe company. They emailed him the rules. He didn't break any of them. And it's just kind of, Nike did want to put that on their product, although they do promote freedom of expression. So I do think that like this is a case where like you could kind of go with either way. Like, I could get why Nike wouldn't want to put that on their product, but at the same time they need to have set rules on why they wouldn't put that on their product. So I think that there definitely needs to be some tweaking within their policy. Just have a list of words that are unacceptable to put on their product, and that they wouldn't want that representing, instead of just calling something inappropriate slang when it's not, in fact, not at all. So I would just say that Nike just really needs to get a better policy going. And in my paper, I discussed policy, procedures, and company values. I think their company values are good when abided by. I did put their mission statement in my paper, that their mission statement was about being innovative and inspiring athleticism. And I think they do that. I think that they're innovative. They're the first company to, come out with, personalizing your shoe, and they're the leader of that. So I do think that they stand for good company values, but with policy, I think that it definitely just needs to be more specific. What exactly can't you do, and what can you? So that's kind of my thoughts on it. And with the procedure, I did say with the emails, I think they needed to be a little more personalized. When Jonah was emailing him, I know they said "Dear Customer," and I think that's a little unpersonalized. It's just like you're a number in a pile, and that they should have addressed it to him, and that there were several emails sent that they should have had an employee at that point personally sending these emails rather than just sending an automated email that they send to everyone. So those are kind of my thoughts on the whole case study. I think that there's really good and bad in it, and that hopefully that Nike, it was a learning experience for them, and that their policies will be a little bit better. But I could get why the customer would be upset and why Nike wouldn't want to put that word on their product. So that's about all for today. Well, for the semester actually. All right, hope you enjoyed my presentation.